welcome to the channel. How are you guys doing? So guys, we have entered it. We got our first snow today, and it's quite, the roads are not looking good. We kept saying we're not ready for this, we're not ready, but the snow did not hear us. It didn't answer us. It's quite a lot. Like, I'll show you guys what the road looks like. It's a lot. I know, yeah, this is not a lot compared to what we will still get, but for a first snow, I think it's a lot, because I was expecting, you know, just, you know, come a little and go away. Even the cars are like driving really slow on the road this morning. Any car that does not want towing vehicle or the police to enter their case this morning have to drive really slow. I don't know how I feel about this snow. It's our second, is that our second? It's our third snow in Canada. It's our third snow in Canada, but I really don't know how to feel about it. I'm really feeling like I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I don't know if I told you guys about the fact that I drove into a ditch last year. Was it? It was this year, or it was early this year. Like when the snow was like going away, there was one last snow that fell, and on my way to work, I drove into a ditch. But this car skidded into a ditch. So it's not like I intentionally drove into a ditch. So I'm kind of feeling somehow about this winter, about this snow. But we are here. We are gonna be fine. So guys, this is just the beginning of the vlog. I'll show you how my day goes today. And for now, I'll do peace out. See you guys later. Hey guys, how are you guys doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? Today is Thursday. Oh, can you imagine? The first time I actually started this vlog, I don't know what to even call it, was on Tuesday. I think that was when we had, yes, it was Tuesday. That was when we had, see what the sun is doing to my face. Sun kissed. So the first day I actually started this vlog was on Tuesday, and that was when we had our first snow. We've had a bit more snow after Tuesday, but I said I was going to continue the vlog, like show you the rest of my day when I started that video. But guys, I think I have to do something special to ensure that this weather does not make me moody. So I went for a session. I don't know, I should have uploaded that video of the session that we went for. It was like a program organized for the sisters in my church, talking about depression and all that, and mental health and all that. So in that session, I knew that, okay, so it's not every time that we are moody that we are actually depressed. It's not everything, it's not every moody that is depression. So I don't want to say that. I'm trying hard not to allow this weather give me depression, because it's not depression. I'm trying not to fall for winter blues this time. I actually had it a bit last winter. Like, I was sad without knowing why. I later got to know it was because of the weather. Like how the weather, like, it's dark before 5 p.m. It's still dark by when you are going to work. I'll put in a video here of, I think that should be around 7:30 or thereabouts on my way to work. And I'll also show you around the same time during summer when the sun was out and blazing. There's a big difference. So the weather actually kind of play a very big role in bringing winter blues and all. But what is causing this feeling for me this time around is the fact that I have to drive during this time. And the reason that is a problem for me is not a problem, in Jesus' name. Right now I'm thinking about it. If I'm driving right now, but it's because the roads, after the snow on Tuesday, on Wednesday we had sun, and that kind of melted the snow. So the roads right now, let me show you what my road looks like. The roads are quite like clear of snow. Let me show you. So guys, that's what my road looks like. It's except for some white patches, you can hardly see that there was snow. Like, and see how beautiful the clouds with the floor, you know, is. But except for some white things by the side of the road, you could hardly tell that there was snow. Like, not so much, but there was snow like a few days ago. So what is making this time more like the day we had the snow? I knew that I was sad. There was no other thing to call it. I was sad, and the reason was because last winter, and it was close to when the visa was even supposed to have finished. It was around, I think it was around March or thereabouts. I'll confirm which month it was and put it on the screen when I'm editing this video. I had an accident. Well, it was not, thank God it was not, it was, I don't know. I'm trying not to downplay the accident, and at the same time I'm trying not to blow it out of proportion. My car actually skidded into a ditch. And I can't even remember. Okay, I think I'll say I'm not showing you guys because it took me a bit of time to get out of the shock. So I could not, filming. Filming was the last thing on my mind. And the funny thing is, anyone that knows that I film while driving, of course, I'm not holding my phone and I'm not looking at you. I'm focused on the road. So filming while driving is not even like, it's not, I'm not distracted. That's the fact. I'm not focused on you. I'm not looking at you people. I'm looking at the road. So I was not filming that day. But anyone that knows that, oh, Christy is a YouTuber, and sometimes she used to film when she's driving, would have assumed that maybe I was trying to. There was nothing happening on the road that day. There was no reason for me to want to film. It was just that winter, like the snow stopped, and then there was another snow that brought about this very big cold that made the roads icy, and it was very slippery. Very, on that day, I think that day was the slowest I had driven on the road. I was very, very careful that day, and I was almost at work. I was going to work in the morning. I was looking at my office building, like it was like, say, I was just, well, it's the highway, so it was clear. I could see it from where I was. So I could say it was about 3 minutes drive to get to work. I was looking at my office building just like from, and my car skidded, like the roads were, maybe it was the excitement of, oh, thank God, oh, even though the roads were icy, I was almost at work. So I don't know, but I knew that that was the slowest I had driven since the winter because the roads were really icy. Guys, I fell into a ditch. I drove into it, like my car skidded into a ditch. And I tried, reversing. I tried what again? I tried doing everything I could. It was cold, so there was little I could not even calm down because, oh God. I drove into a ditch, guys, and it was a towing vehicle that came to pull me out. I'll see if I have pictures of when the towing vehicle came to pull me out. It was a towing vehicle that had to come and pull me out. No, I was too far in the ditch for any other car to, hang themselves, like do something to pull me. It had to be a towing vehicle. And because of that, when the snow started, I was just like, I remembered, I was taken back to when that happened, and it kind of scared me, like, oh, so I'm going to drive again in this condition, in this time. I'm going to drive again. It kind of gave me that, and somebody had spoken to me about anxiety before, and I felt that gave me anxiety, like it might happen again. It has not happened, but I'm already afraid that it will happen. And I think that's one thing that is making me not so happy. The cold, I know it's cold. I know it's cold. We'll bundle up. See, we're already wearing winter jackets. We'll bundle up. We will be fine. But that driving is giving me some scare. I'm not feeling so good about driving. But one thing I also so when we're talking about driving in the office and all that, I told my office people that, guys, will see any day I do, because I could actually work from home, but we don't have the opportunity to work from home every day of the week. So I told my office people that whenever I don't feel up to driving, I'll call him to say I cannot do it. Let me get out of here before I continue this video. There is a lot of traffic. I can go now. So I already told them that any day I'm not feeling up to it, I'll call to say, I'm sorry, because of the road condition, I will work from home today. You people need me alive. You need me alive more than you need me in the office. I already said that, but I think today or yesterday we're looking at the handbook of the company that stated our rights and all that, and I actually saw that it is not saying that was not wrong. It is stated in the handbook that I can talk with my manager if I feel like the road condition is bad and I can't drive into work. And that thing did not even mention work from home. So even if I do not have the option of working from home, I could still call my manager to say sorry, I can't come in today. It's part of the handbook because of course they know the country where we are in. They know that this country there'll be days the road condition will be bad, there'll be days that something will happen. Let me check if my mic's still there. I hope I'm talking into the mic. There'll be days something will happen and for some reason the road will be bad, you can't drive or whatever. So it's part of the handbook that I can actually call to say I cannot drive in today. But of course you don't also want to misuse that privilege to say anytime, whether the road is good or the road is bad, you will call him. You also want to be careful that you are using that rightly. Well, I'm glad that option is there, but even if it was not there, guys, I was already ready that whenever I get on the road and I'm like, this road I cannot drive it out, I'll turn back and go on. It's better to be alive, people. Even if they will say I'm not supposed to work from home, they will take that day off my pay, whatever. Falling into a ditch, guys, that experience it was not nice. It was not a good experience. I cried though. Even though physically I was not hurt, but the shock of driving into a ditch and getting my car was stuck. That shock made me cry. I cried. I cried. I called somebody I thought would be in the office. She said that she was working from home that day. I called somebody that had a big truck. That one said that his truck cannot do it. I called, these people will not go now until the light turns red. I called somebody that had a big truck. He said no, his truck cannot do it. I called, and Asha was there until somebody came to carry me from there, like came from the office to pick me, because it was very close to the office. Came from the office to pick me, took me to the office. No, before they came to pick me, I already called because there was no other way, every other car. See, on that road, I'm just thanking God that where my car went into the ditch was where it went into the ditch. Because on the road, there are places on the road to my workplace that there is river. Guys, there are places on that there is river and that it is deeper than where I actually fell into a ditch. There are places that if those places were the places I fell into a ditch, nobody will know, except they saw me go into the ditch. Nobody will know that anybody fell into that ditch. But where I fell into the ditch was not very deep, so some people passing could still see that, oh, there's a car in that ditch. So even in the accident, I still had a reason to thank God that it is where it happened, that it happened. You know what they say about God giving you a chance to give him thanks in every situation. I'm still grateful that where it happened was where it happened, because if it had happened on some other look, and sometimes when I go past those places, I'm like, thank God this was not where I fell into the ditch. There is no other way I will have died. Because for one, it will be in the river, cold, icy river, with nobody that knows that somebody is there, in a car that is locked. I will have died. And if maybe it's my phone or something that will have made them track that this is where I will have died. So I'm still grateful that, yeah, it was a towing vehicle came to drive. Like I called the towing vehicle. The vehicle said they were going to take some time because a lot of people had called them because a lot of cars fell into ditches at different parts of the city. So they said they were going to take some time to come. So somebody from the office came to pick me, took me to the office, just so I could wait for the towing vehicle to come. And then when they came, they called me to say they were there, and then I went to meet them. From there, I carried my things, I went home. I said I'll go and finish the work from home. But another thing I was grateful for was the car too did not spoil. It was still the same car. I was even because it was I was thinking that that car will have to go to the mechanics, they'll have to do some works on it and all that, but the car was fine. The car was okay, so it was still the car that took me home. Me too, I was not hurt except for my shocked heart and shocked body. I got home, had a warm bath, and I was fine. But I don't know whether it's testimony or call this a be anxiety syndrome. I don't know what the title of this video will be, but thank you guys for watching. Thanks for watching. That's the state I am right now. I know I'll be fine, but it's what it is. Canada and its plenty matters. It is what it is. See, what's the time? Can you see that it's getting dark? It's just past 5. Can you see how dark this video is right now? It is just past 5. It is 12 minutes past 5 that I'm filming this video. So we are gonna be alright. Girl is still looking pretty, sir. Alright guys, until we see you in the next video, have a beautiful life. See you guys. Bye.